everyone. See, today is Saturday, September 7th. I have an incredible video that I wanted to show you guys. It's about Chelsea and her story about having Down syndrome. So take a look.
She doesn't think she's different, and she probably has the highest self-esteem of anyone you'd ever meet. So I really don't see that she sees that as an issue at all. Listen, I don't hear. Do you see her poop anywhere? I think I do some over there.
Ha 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 ha. I am a sassy, a woman.
And how old are you, Chelsea?
I think six.
When she was 5 or 6, we tried soccer, and that didn't work too well. She kept finding trees to sit in the shade, and so then we tried a real basic little gymnastic program, and she seemed to like it a lot and tried.
Okay, how's that feel? One more?
How do you think?
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
All good?
Yep.
Kick some butt.
Oh yeah.
All right, have fun.
Once she started with a coach that really treated her like other gymnasts and she put in the hours, she started improving really rapidly. And every step of the way, we were shocked. I mean, we just never knew she'd take it to the level she has.
Take it. Finish. Better.
Down syndrome is there's 23 pairs of chromosomes, and the 21st grouping has 3 instead of 2, and so it causes various physical and mental disabilities. Fortunately, when Chelsea was born, she didn't have any of the physical disabilities, other than the doctors told us she'd have low muscle tone and may not be able to do much in the way of athletics, and so that's been proven wrong. And no, the initial practices were quite funny because other parents would be horrified that the coach is actually yelling at an athlete with Down syndrome. And I'd sit there and just start laughing, going, good, get her, treat her like anybody else.
You have to glide all the way out. It's big. Big. Push up. Nope, you're not opening. What's wrong? Okay, you got it. You gotta go to high bar and do your kip, okay? I've been training Chelsea for 2.5 years now. You keep forgetting about her front handspring. She trains like everybody else. She competes just like everybody else. I think Chelsea's gotten this far in gymnastics because she doesn't give up. She goes back, she works hard. She will do something over and over and over, just as you ask of her. Her strengths are her floor skills. She loves to perform. She loves to tumble. And bars. When we get her to do her full routines, her bars are pretty strong.
A skill that would normally take a gymnast a year would take Chelsea a couple of years.
Stand up, arms up, don't move your feet, go back.
She has that good athlete quality that when you fail, you have a short memory and you just move on to the next thing. That work ethic and that discipline is, integrated through her whole life now, which has been great.
Good practice.
And we're going to show you some of Chelsea's trophies. They're well, most of the bigger ones are up here. So, Chelsea, which one is your favorite trophy?
That one.
This one is always her favorite trophy. Where did you win this one?
Orange.
Italy. And was this for your world championship?
Oh, yeah.
When Chelsea started training with USA Gymnastics, she just started getting so much better than the other athletes in Special Olympics. So that's your first world championship, and this is your second.
She pretty quickly was the best in Northern California, and then they started having a national meet in Atlanta, Georgia, for the entire United States, and so we flew there ourselves for 4 straight years, and she won the title 4 years in a row.
I'm a run, advancing, medals.
1,000? You like that picture?
Oh, yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Happy
How else?
and proud.
She has 2 brothers. They were 8 and 10 when she was born. We actually did not know Chelsea was going to have Down syndrome. When she was born, the doctor said something wasn't right, and he thought that she had Down syndrome. So that was the first we heard of that. So we were kind of shocked. And somebody told me you're going to get a new floor routine. So have you picked your music yet for your new floor routine?
Yeah.
So what's the song going to be? Well, I thought you were going to do This Is Me.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Did you change your mind again? I heard you changed your mind again.
What's the song?
It's from the movie The Showman. The song is This Is Me.
You and the showman. We've tried to treat her as normal as possible and have the same, drive expectations and as our sons, and that seems to have worked. Good.
Oh,
Chelsea first got into modeling when we got an email from a clothing line that asked if Chelsea wanted to do a campaign for them, and it turned out it was H&M. They asked if Chelsea would be willing to fly to Havana, Cuba, which we thought would be great. It turned out to be a wonderful, fun experience. And after that, we got back and Chelsea was invited to walk at New York Fashion Week shortly after that. So that kind of started the whole modeling world for us. You ready for the runway?
yeah.
You got it.
Let's go.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Good to see you. She's excited.
We at Myra Leanna chose Chelsea because she's a perfect example of a woman who was born with a challenge every day of her life, and instead of succumbing to those challenges, she overcame with hard work, dedication. don't think it's a gimmick to have somebody with disabilities on the catwalk at all. Especially somebody like Chelsea, who she just brings it. If you were to see this girl at rehearsals, you see kind of the other models kind of checking in on each other, like, how am I doing? How am I in comparison with that model? And Chelsea doesn't have that at all. She just goes out there and she is fearless. I think we all have a lot to learn from somebody like Chelsea.
She broke the barriers in gymnastics, and I think she can do it in the modeling world too.
She's a great asset to our team. She has worked well with all the girls and has taught us all a lot.
All right. I would say what an incredible story. Um, I would say I'm proud of her. I'm proud of Chelsea for reaching her goals. She wants to be in gymnastic and also wants to be a model. And as you guys know, she got her dream. Very proud of her, and I'm for sure that God will use her uh, for His glory. Um, God will use her to help others to, reach their goals as well. But in the meantime, um, for some of you that don't know what Down syndrome is, I'm going to tell you. And so I took this website from CDC .com, as you can see from this video. Um, Basically, uh, what Down syndrome is, it's a birth defect. So the key points is Down syndrome is a genetic condition where a person is born with an extra chromosome. This can affect how their brain and body develop. People diagnosed with Down syndrome can lead healthy lives with supportive care, um, and so on and so forth. So, what is Down syndrome? Well, Down syndrome is a condition in which a person has an extra copy of chromosome 21. Chromosomes are small packages of genes in the body cells which determine how the body forms and function. When babies are growing, the extra chromosomes changes how their body and brain develop. This can cause both physical and mental challenge, as you can see from that video. Now, physically, she's very athletic, as you can see from the video. However, she does have a lot of mental challenges. She struggle on communication, speaking, making proper sentences, things of that nature. Let me see. People with Down syndrome often have developmental challenges, such as being slower to learn to speak than other children, which that's true in that video. Distinct physical signs of Down syndrome are usually present at birth and become more apparent as the baby grows. They can include facial features such as a flattened face, especially the bridge of the nose, as you can see from the video or the story that you guys saw. Almond-shaped eyes that slant up, a tongue that tends to stick out of the mouth. Other physical signs can include a short neck, small ears, hands, and feet, a single line across the palm of the hand, small pinky fingers, poor muscle tone or loose joints, shorter than average height. Some people with Down syndrome have other medical problems as well. Common health problems include congenital heart defects, hearing loss, obstructive sleep apnea. Down syndrome is the most common chromosome or chromosomal condition diagnosed in the United States. Each year, about 5,700 babies in the U.S. have Down syndrome. Now, here's the pictures here, and of course, each person with Down syndrome has different talents and the ability to thrive. So, as you can see, she has the ability to not only doing gymnastic and perform at the highest level, including I believe she's in Special Olympics. I'm not 100% sure, but if she's not, you know, I would love to see her at the Special Olympics because I'm pretty sure she would do great and get a gold medal. Um, and so on and so forth. But also, she's also a model. And boy, I mean, she did look really beautiful as a model. And like I said, I'm pretty sure she could pull it off. She could pull it off really well. Um, and so on. So let's see, continue on. There are 3 types of Down syndrome. The physical features and behaviors are similar for all 3 types. Trisomy 21. With trisomy 21, each cell in the body has 3 separate copies of chromosome 21. About 95% of people with Down syndrome have trisomy 21. Translocation Down syndrome. In this type, an extra part or a whole extra chromosome 21 is present. However, the extra chromosome is attached or translocated to a different chromosome rather than being a separate chromosome 21. This type accounts for about 3%, 3% of people with Down syndrome. Another one is mosaic Down syndrome. Mosaic means mixture of or combination. In this type, some cells have 3 copies of chromosome 21, but other cells have the typical 2 copies. People with mosaic Down syndrome may have fewer features of the condition. This type accounts for about 2% of people with Down syndrome. What's the risk factors? Well, from this website, the risk factors, we don't know for sure why Down syndrome occurs or how many different factors play a role. We do know that some things can affect your risk of having a baby with Down syndrome, according to the CDC.gov. One factor is your age when you get pregnant. The risk of having a baby with Down syndrome increases with age, especially if you are 35 years or older then you get pregnant. So to be honest, women who are 35 or older is more likely to have Down syndrome or more likely to have kids that have Down syndrome because of the age. Which to me I would say it's okay because I'm autistic. And so if, you know, let's say, because I have a fiance, let's say, we have kids and and our kid has a Down syndrome. Well, for me, it's okay because right now um, I know that because I'm autistic and everything, um, basically I know what to do. I know how to, work with them because I myself has I myself am autistic and I've been through it all. And so I kind of know how to handle things. But in the meantime, I'll continue reading this to you guys. So, however, the majority of babies with Down syndrome are still born to mothers less than 35 years old. This is because there are many more births among younger women. Regardless of age, parents who have one child with Down syndrome are at an increased risk of having another child with Down syndrome. That's pretty true. So, screening and diagnose. There are two types of tests available to detect Down syndrome during pregnancy: screening tests and diagnostic tests. A screening test can tell you if your pregnancy has a higher chance of being affected Down syndrome. Screening tests don't provide an absolute diagnosis. Um, diagnostic tests can typically detect if the baby will have Down syndrome, but they carry more risk. Neither screening nor diagnostic tests can predict the full impact of Down syndrome on a baby, um, and so on and so forth. So, as you can see from this video that I show you and from the resources that I have given you, um, basically you have more chances of having kids with Down syndrome at the age of 35 and up. You do have more chances. Now, I'll be honest, sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes, the baby will come out normal, or so to say. Um, Basically, coming out neurotypical uh, is the correct terminology to use. But it doesn't matter either way. We all have different abilities. And as you can see from her story, her ability is in gymnastic and fashion modeling. And she is doing really well in those areas. And she's very successful, which is great to hear. So, just leave a comment on my page. Tell me what you guys think of this video. And do you guys think that she is very successful and that she will do really well? I mean, I think so. But um, in the meantime, I will say this. I really think she should join the Special Olympics. Um, I I would say, yeah. Um, I don't know if they did say she's in Special Olympics or not, but if she is, you know, hey, bring home the gold medal, because I know that she would do really well at the Special Olympics. But in the meantime, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Give care, take care, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching this video. As you can see on the black screen, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification. Thank you.